Oscar-winning actor Gene Hackman was found dead alongside his wife, who was a classical pianist, as well as their dog in their Santa Fe, New Mexico home.
Questions remain about the final days of the 95-year-old legend and his 65-year-old wife, Betsy Arakawa, at their home in Santa Fe. Investigators established that Hackman died on February 17th, 9 days before his body was discovered.
No one saw this coming. When FBI agents entered Gene Hackman's mansion, they found something shocking. The Hollywood legend and his wife, Betsy Arakawa, were both dead inside their New Mexico home. Hackman was a big name in Hollywood, known for his amazing performances, but his private life? That's where things get mysterious. Was this just a tragic accident, or was there something more disturbing going on? At first, officials claimed that there was no foul play. There have been various assumptions surrounding their death. The first one is carbon monoxide poisoning, but then, out of nowhere, they changed their minds, calling the deaths suspicious and launching a full investigation.
Following breaking news developments in the deaths of actor Gene Hackman and his wife, with investigators now calling those deaths suspicious.
But how did all this come to light? Two maintenance workers showed up for a routine check only to find the front door wide open. That alone was strange, but things got even weirder. Two dogs were running loose outside and inside. They found another dog, dead, locked in a crate. Investigators were confused, and as for Gene and Betsy, their bodies had been there so long they had started mummifying. Creepy, right? But here's where it gets even more unsettling. Betsy was found on the bathroom floor with pills scattered everywhere and an open pill bottle nearby. Did she overdose? Was it a medical emergency? Or is there something even darker behind all of this?
We're learning incredible new details this hour about the circumstances surrounding his death. His front door open, scattered pills on the bathroom countertop, one dog dead in the closet, two still alive on the property.
One investigator took a look at the scene and knew right away. Something wasn't adding up. And now the big question remains. What really happened in Gene Hackman's home? When federal investigators arrived, they were completely stunned by what they saw. The condition of the bodies was far worse than anyone had expected. According to Sheriff Adam Mendoza, Arakawa's body showed signs of decomposition and mummification in the hands and feet.
She was found decomposing with bloating on her face and mummification in her hands and feet.
Some officials couldn't believe how a legendary actor like Gene Hackman and his wife could go unnoticed for so long while their bodies decayed inside their own homes. Many fans are asking the big question of how no one checked in on them. The timeline of what happened before Gene Hackman and Betsy Arakawa were found is still unclear. Not much is known about their private lives, as the couple mostly kept to themselves. Their reclusive lifestyle has only added to the mystery surrounding their deaths. One of the things is, in an investigation, we try to piece the timeline together, usually before the event happens, and that gives us a lot of information. Santa Fe County Sheriff Adam Mendoza admitted during a press conference Friday, but in this case, it seems like we're doing a reverse timeline. We're doing a timeline from the time of death and the autopsy and the results. We're going to start working our way backwards, he added. We're going to do both and then hopefully make a determination as to what may have happened to both of the individuals. Right now, authorities are waiting on the autopsy results, which could be the key to solving this mystery. They aren't ruling anything out: natural causes, an accident, or even something more sinister. Hackman, who was 95 at the time of his death, was one of Hollywood's biggest stars. He won Oscars for The French Connection and Unforgiven and starred in over 80 films throughout his legendary career. The news of Gene Hackman's death sent shockwaves across Hollywood. Actress Gwyneth Paltrow, who shared the screen with him in The Royal Tenenbaums, paid tribute on social media by posting a photo of them together, accompanied by a broken heart emoji. With carbon monoxide poisoning initially suspected, the New Mexico gas company was brought in to check for leaks. Investigators wanted to eliminate any possible safety concerns. However, after a detailed inspection, the company confirmed there were no issues with the gas lines, deepening the complicated mystery even further. The case remains under investigation as authorities continue to gather evidence while awaiting autopsy and toxicology results. The discovery of Gene Hackman and Betsy Arakawa's bodies has left many unanswered questions, especially since their remains showed signs of drying out. This has sparked speculation about how long they had been there and what exactly led to their deaths. Some believe it could have been natural causes, an accident, or even something self-inflicted. Others suspect something more unusual may have happened. When deputies arrived at their home, they found the front door open, raising concerns about whether the couple had left it that way, perhaps because they were feeling unwell, or if someone else had entered or left before the authorities arrived. Inside, Hackman was found in a small room near the back door, appearing to have fallen, with a cane and sunglasses nearby. Arakawa was discovered in a bathroom on the other side of the house. A space heater had been knocked over and pills were scattered on the counter next to an open prescription bottle.
Immediately observed a bathroom to the left of the front door. The door of the bathroom was opened, and that is where they discovered the body of Hackman's wife lying on the ground. An orange prescription bottle was also found near her body, and the bottle appeared open with pills scattered.
The couple's 3 pets added another layer of mystery. 2 were still alive, but 1 was found dead inside a crate. The survival of the other 2 suggests they had access to food and water for some time, but the dog in the crate likely died of starvation and dehydration, hinting that Hackman and Arakawa may have been dead for several days, if not weeks. Experts say that prolonged exposure to warm, dry air can make the skin stiff or leathery, a process that usually takes several days to weeks. This suggests that Gene Hackman and Betsy Arakawa had been deceased for quite some time. While it's unclear exactly how warm or dry their home was, the presence of a space heater near Arakawa indicates that heating was in use, which could have dried out the air and accelerated the process. However, without further testing, the precise time of death remains unknown.
Circumstances surrounding the death of Hackman and his wife are suspicious enough in nature to require a thorough search and investigation.
Authorities have ruled out carbon monoxide poisoning, as fire officials and gas company workers found no evidence of a leak, and an autopsy confirmed this. There was also no signs of forced entry, and neither body had visible injuries. Despite this, investigators are keeping all possibilities open. Some have speculated that one person may have taken the other's life before ending their own, but there are no clear signs of violence. In such cases, people often leave notes or arrange their surroundings in a specific way, something that doesn't seem to have happened here. One theory is that the couple may have decided to end their lives together, possibly because of health problems. Usually in such cases, people take an overdose while lying next to each other, but since Hackman and Arakawa were found in different rooms, this doesn't completely make sense. Another possibility is that one of them passed away first, maybe from a fall, illness, or overdose, and the other couldn't handle the loss and died soon after. If Hackman collapsed in the mudroom, Arakawa might have found him and taken pills in distress. However, this is still unclear until toxicology reports reveal whether any substances were involved. There's a chance something in their surroundings led to their deaths, maybe severe dehydration or exposure to something harmful. Investigators are now digging into their medical history to see if they had any health issues that could explain what happened. Since there are still no definite answers, authorities are exploring every possible lead. It could take weeks or even months for the test results on their bodies to come back. Meanwhile, police are going through their phone records, emails, and medical history to see if anything unusual happened in the days before they died. Some people are wondering if someone else was involved. There were no signs of forced entry, but the open door raises questions. Was someone inside? Were they just visitors, the person who found them, or did they have harmful intentions? Gene Hackman's daughter recently opened up about his passing at the age of 95, sharing her concerns that carbon monoxide poisoning might have been the cause. On Thursday, Elizabeth Gene Hackman told TMZ that she suspects toxic fumes could be responsible for their deaths. A gas company has confirmed that it is assisting in the investigation to determine what happened to the couple. Leslie Ann Hackman, another daughter of Gene Hackman, spoke with the Daily Mail and expressed her shock over her father's passing. She mentioned that despite his age, he was in excellent health with no signs of serious medical issues beforehand. That's why she believes a gas leak or carbon monoxide poisoning could have played a role. Leslie pointed out that her father had not undergone any major surgeries in recent months and was quite active, regularly practicing Pilates and yoga to stay fit. While Gene's passing at 95 wasn't entirely unexpected, Leslie admitted that Betsy Arakawa's death at 63 raised more questions. She described their marriage as incredibly happy and believed that Betsy was a major reason Gene remained in good health for so long. Betsy was always looking out for him, making sure he was well cared for. For that, I am truly grateful to her, Leslie said, adding that she is heartbroken over Betsy's passing. Elizabeth is one of Gene Hackman's 3 children from his first marriage to Faye Malt. The couple was married from 1956 until they divorced in 1986. Faye later passed away in 2017. In 1991, Hackman married Betsy Arakawa. After stepping away from Hollywood, Hackman preferred to stay out of the public eye and was rarely seen. However, he did make a rare appearance to attend a comedy show in the same city. His daughters, Elizabeth and Leslie, along with his granddaughter Annie, are deeply heartbroken over his passing. In a statement to People, they shared their grief. With heavy hearts, we announce the passing of our father, Gene Hackman, and his wife, Betsy. While the world knew him as an incredible actor, to us, he was simply dad and grandpa. His loss has left a void that words cannot express, and we are truly devastated. Many Hollywood stars are also paying tribute to Hackman's legacy, including Clint Eastwood and Morgan Freeman. Eastwood, who worked with Hackman in the 1992 Western Unforgiven, praised his talent. No actor was more skilled than Gene. His performances were always authentic and powerful, never anything less than perfect. He added, more than that, he was a dear friend, and I will miss him deeply. To many fans, he wasn't just an actor, but someone they felt an emotional connection with on screen, especially since he starred in many hit movies during a time when television was the main source of entertainment. His legacy will live on, as social media has been flooded with condolences following his tragic and sudden passing. People are hoping and praying that his soul rests in peace, and that the investigation soon reveals the cause of his death.